Hello everybody, thank you for joining me again. Today's topic is about vocabulary. So we will be talking about some of the strategies you can use to learn new words, to keep them in mind, and also how important it is to use them on a daily basis, okay? But first of all, I have a question to get you thinking while you watch the video. Well, the question is, have you found your own way of keeping new words? Again, have you found your own way of keeping new words? This is a very important question that we are going to be talking about at the end of the video, okay? So let's go. If I ask you, what is the best way of learning new words? Probably some of you would say reading. Reading is the key word. Indeed, it is. Reading is a very good and effective way of learning new words, new expressions, new vocabulary. Reading newspapers, magazines, tweets, posts on Facebook, articles on the internet helps a lot, alright? But reading is not the only way of learning new words, okay? For example, you can learn new words with music. By the way, I have made a video about how to learn English with music, and expanding your vocabulary is one of the advantages you can get from songs, alright? Also, you can learn new words by watching videos with English subtitles. For example, this video here, if you are watching this video with the intention of learning new words, that's great, but you have to know how you use it, how to really learn it. For example, if you see a new word here, a word that you have never seen before, what do? You should probably pause the video and look the word up on a dictionary so you can get the meaning of the word and you can start using it. So there are many ways of learning new words, of getting in touch with new words, expressions, vocabulary. This constant interaction with the language is what helps you get in touch with new vocabulary, okay? But another very important issue to be addressed is, what do you do to keep those new words in mind? That's really hard. I hear many students saying, "Teacher, I learn a new word, but I forget it. If I learn a new word today, tomorrow I won't remember it." It's very common, but that's the thing. You have to start using some strategies to make the words be here, to keep them here in your mind, alright? So I'm gonna suggest you some of the strategies you can use to keep the words in mind, to keep the new words you learn in your mind, alright? The first one is, try to have a vocabulary notebook, okay? So every new word you learn, try to write it down on your notebook, on your vocabulary notebook. You can organize the words alphabetically, so all the words that start with the letter A, you're going to put them here. All the words which start with the letter L, you're going to put them there, alright? So that's a possibility of organization. But another one is, you can organize the words on your notebook by categories, you know. You can separate the new words into some categories. For example, things you find in the kitchen. So you're going to write down all the words you know about things you find in the kitchen. For example, fridge, spoon, fork, table, right? Another one is things you find in the bedroom. So you can organize all the words related to bedroom on this part of your notebook. For example, bed, the closet, a TV set. Sometimes people have a TV set inside the bedroom. So those are some of the ways you can organize the words on your vocabulary notebook, alright? Another strategy you can use, and you should use, is creating conversations, even alone, even with yourself. Try to make conversations which will be possible to use those new words, okay? For example, if you learned some new words about music, try to create conversations, to create discussions about music. For example, try to start talking about the people who are participating in the X Factor UK, I don't know. Some discussions like this. Talk about their talent, talk about the things they can do, the things they cannot do, the things you like about them, the things you don't like about them. So these conversations will probably help you use those new words you learned about music, alright? So making up conversations is very nice. The other one is you have to try to use it on a daily basis. You have to try to use it every day, okay? You have to try to use it, because even if it's a very, very basic word, if you don't use it every day, the chances for you to forget the words are very high, okay? So you have to use it. You have to make it mean something to you. If it's something you are never going to use, what's the point of knowing it? In my case, when I learn a new word, I create conversations. I talk to myself using that new word, but I also use it on my Twitter. So for example, if I am on Twitter and I am talking about something that happened to me, I try to find a way to use that new word I learned, alright? Sometimes it's very, very weird, because the topic doesn't have much to do with the words I learned, but I try to use it anyway. Recently, I have learned the word chauvinistic, so I started using chauvinistic on my Twitter. Well, and I didn't forget it, you know? So try to use it. You have to really, really, really use it every day, constantly. Then we can get back to that question. Have you found your own way of keeping your words? By own way, I mean, there is not a right or wrong way of keeping your words, of memorizing them, of not forgetting them. There isn't a right or wrong way, okay? There is something that you can do yourself to remember those words. It's something you have to find, you know? It's like, for me, tweeting using those words works perfectly, but for another person maybe that's not so much effective. So you have to find the best way to remember the words, but it has to be the best way for you, okay? Maybe creating conversations and talking to yourself won't help you very much to learn the words, but it will help my sister, it will help my friends, you know, because this is about you. This is about how you can learn and memorize and not forget those new words, so right? So really, really start reflecting upon that question. Have you found the way to learn new words and to keep them in mind? If you haven't, start taking risks. Start trying some of the strategies I mentioned and see the best one that suits you, alright? So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has helped you overcome any possible problem you might have about memorizing new words, okay? And if you have any other strategy you use to keep the words in your mind, please leave a comment below and share that strategy with the other people. It might help them as well, alright? Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.